All Across Perspectives is using our perspective of concepts, ideas, and latest news events that are reshaping the world that you live in to educate and inform so that the average person can prosper in this ever-changing world.
You can't handle the truth.
Breaking news.
Note, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances make fair use for the purposes such as news reporting, criticism, informative, educational, and more. No copyright infringement intended. This video falls under the fair use guidelines. Any attempt to claim falsely the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, better known as DMCA, is illegal and will be countered. Hello, this is All Across Perspectives, World Financial News Report for the week of January 11th, 2026, and I'm your host, Everett Day. Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure, as always, to come together, share concepts, ideas, and latest news events to get an understanding of what the capital H, capital E, double hockey sticks is going on in this world today. Oh my God. How's everybody doing?
Trying to hang in there.
Don't let go. Don't let go. Oh my God. There is a lot of stuff going on, guys. I know you guys know. We're going to go into some heavy stuff today. I actually have a guest on the line as well. When we get into some heavy stuff, I want you guys, he's going to share some stuff from his world. How about that? Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm really excited to have this individual on. All right, Alex, I see your hand is up. Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you? So, yeah, I need to leave like in 20 minutes. And
okay, do me a huge favor. Do me a huge favor before you start talking. All right, guys, this is a guest. If Alex, if you could share with everybody where you're calling in from, so people can get an understanding.
Sure,
okay.
I am from Caracas, Venezuela. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, when I said we're building a community, we're building a community. Okay, so this individual is going to share with you some things that are going on. I appreciate you being on. Okay, so I want to start there, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. You share with us any and everything that you have that you want to share with us.
Sure thing. Thank you for having me again. Well, the reason I saw the whole thing when Trump was, stepping up and looking at the nothingness in the White House, it's because I was following the developments of the meeting with the oil companies looking to invest in my country. The reason is that we're actually quite excited about it because our oil industry is basically destroyed after 27 years of dictatorship. That said, I do want to thank you all for, even though I know you guys didn't ask for that, I want to thank you and thank the United States of America for lending us a hand in getting rid of that guy. So thank you. Again, I really know that you guys didn't ask for it. I know you didn't want to get involved into someone else's business. I know it wasn't your problem, but we were alone against this monster, and we have no guns, we have no actual firepower, and we're actually quite happy about what happened. I'm talking about probably 80% of Venezuelans in and outside of the country are actually happy about what happened.
Esto es Caracas, papá, se acabó. Sí, lo logramos. Mira esa gente,
I can't even show my face. I need to be, still protecting my identity and whatnot because the regime is still there. But at least the first step was taken, and we're actually, hopeful and expecting to become part of the world again and to be friends with you guys. You can of course disagree with the methods. We don't even like Trump either, but it's kind of that scenario of the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. I told this to that guy right there the other day, and I think that summarizes what we are feeling. If I could ask you guys something, is to maybe spread the word. Maybe second, or maybe ask your politicians to second, investments in Venezuela. We're hard workers. We're basically aligned with the American mentality, the American dream. We're about, working our asses off and getting our stuff by ourselves. We don't want gifts. We don't want anything for granted. We just want to earn everything we have. So yeah, that's basically the introduction. And if you guys, or if any of you have questions around the sentiment or the situation, I'm more than happy to give you some answers.
Yeah, actually, Alex, I do have a question for you. Because you guys have been dealing with hyperinflation for what, the last 4 years, if not greater?
A little bit longer than that, yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys? If money is hyper, so how are you surviving?
Good question. Yeah, we ask ourselves that question too, honestly. But there's a very strong crypto community down here. We are pretty much surviving upon crypto and US dollar. The US dollar is actually, or was prohibited, but we had a black market which was bigger than the actual market. But then they open it up a little bit. You can now have dollars without prosecution, but it's very difficult to find cash. And that led people to begin involving themselves into crypto, mostly stable coins, to be honest, just simply because it's not necessarily for investing or, prepping your retirement. We're not there yet. We are more in survival mode. So it's more about how can I maybe perceive my income? How can I use that income to actually buy my groceries? Like literally that level of survivalism. We used US dollar Tether mostly, for the most part. Okay. And people who have maybe a little bit more money tend to buy altcoins primarily because of price.
Right. Awesome. And then I shared a video probably within the last month. Someone received a video of someone walking through a store and they were paying for things with gold.
It's already happening in Venezuela. A friend sent this from El Dorado, Venezuela. He goes into a supermarket where everything is priced in grams of gold. Historically, real money will win out over government abuse. Watch how they pay in gold. And this is extremely interesting. He goes around and shows that everything is priced in grams of gold. And I'm going to skip forward. These are grams of gold. 0.06 grams of gold. Everything. And I worked out the price on this. He shows some Bailey's Irish Cream. And that price is about $44 a bottle. And then he shows how they pay with these little flecks of gold. And so these aren't in fungible increments. So they're going back to sort of like a barter system. And then at the very end, he goes to the cash register and he's paying in gold on a scale. And she weighs it and logs it all in and stamps these receipts. And they've just paid in real gold.
Oh yeah, that happens, especially in the South. Yep. So our country's pretty big. Down in the South, it's not that. We don't have like big cities down there. It's mostly mining towns and that sort of things. and those mining towns are actually surviving on gold, on literally, I mean, think about the gold rush back in the day, when people discovered gold in California and everyone went there. Well, the exact same thing. People literally paying with little gold pieces. I don't know how do you say that in English, but little gold pieces.
Yeah, flakes of gold.
Flakes of gold, exactly. Yeah. To buy groceries. It's super weird, but yes, it does happen down in the South.
Wow. Now, is it heavy amounts of starvation taking place now?
As of now, not that much. Back in 2017, yes, we actually lived upon, and I'm talking about 80% of the population, even us. I mean, I'm from a middle class family, and we had the money to buy groceries in 2017, but there were no groceries. So we lived upon grains like corn and stuff like that, but no protein. And also, well, we are in a tropical country, so during certain moments of the year, you have mangoes growing down the street. So we also ate mangoes to survive. Now it's not that harsh. We have food. We have our supermarkets and stuff are filled, but there's a good chunk of the population that don't have enough money to maybe have a decent meal, so they need to, make compromises.
Thank you very much for sharing. My heart goes out to each and every one of you down there, because this is not a pleasant situation for anybody to go through or even fathom, and it's coming to us, guys. Like I told you, the United States will be the last. This is coming. Anybody have any questions for him? I mean, you have an opportunity to talk to someone firsthand. You remember we had Joel on from Haiti? He was sharing some stuff, but you guys have an opportunity to talk to someone who's literally living what's coming our way.
I have a question. So you guys did not want Maduro in, so that's a good thing?
Not at all. Yeah, we're quite happy that he got removed. He has to face justice. He's a very bad guy.
Okay.
We tried he stole the first election in 2013. We protested in 2014. Nothing happened. Then he stole another election in 2018. We also protested. Nothing happened. 2024, we won an election by a landslide, and we were able to actually collect proof that we won, and he stole the election again. But this time we had the evidence. So that's why a good chunk of the free world is not recognizing him in the first place. But imagine voting, against a certain politician. Let's not put any names, but imagine voting against a politician and being pretty sure you won, and then this politician just takes the guns and say, "No, I won."
That happened here. We understand.
I have a question, Alex.
Do
you have any idea or any hope that the oil revenue will go to Venezuela and support the economy now, or what do you think is going to happen now?
Well, yesterday we actually had a conversation with my friends, and we concluded that we wish a Venezuelan politician to say or to promise what Trump promised, which is awful, because Trump shouldn't be saying that. Trump shouldn't be promising that. No foreign country should be saying what has to be done to fit my country. It should be our politicians, but they never did it. It's been like that for probably 70 years. So we had 70 years of politicians just eating out of that oil, and we Venezuelans don't see a penny of that resource. So we're kind of, we're at least optimistic because something different is happening.
$5, that was the typical minimum wage in Venezuela that was being paid per month. They just announced that the oil workers in Venezuela are now going to get $1,200 a month. No rent, no utility bill, no internet bill, no gas bill, nothing. They're ecstatic. They're elated. To you, it probably you're like 12, but in Venezuela, that's a lot of money. That's a good living in Venezuela. You have to understand that they went through hyperinflation, not just inflation. Here we had inflation, but we didn't have hyperinflation. They're happy as can be. Everything this is being announced, everything that's being announced is just proving the fact their lives are going to get better because Maduro is not there anymore. To see the joy in these guys who are getting hired, it's going to change their whole family outcome because of their new salary. We should be very proud of what we did in that country.
Happening. It's not the same we've been getting for the last 70 years.
Alex, I have a question.
Shoot.
What is your gut feeling, the real reason Trump arrested your president?
I think it's a combination of geopolitics, convenience. It's more convenient to have a friendly government towards his administration. And also a political goal, like maybe reasons to get to win the election for Congress this year. I think those are the three elements that drove him to that, and we happen to be benefit by that, but it could have been the other way for sure. I'm very aware of that.
Think it has anything to do with the Japanese yen dollar buying the oil?
No, I think it's more like to hit the Chinese, to be honest, because there was a very heavy Chinese presence here. I think it's more about that.
That's the Monroe Doctrine. I think I got some information on that tonight as well. And guys, to answer the question regarding what Trump plans on doing with the money he gets from the sale of Venezuelan oil, I have information on that I'm going to share with you tonight as well. From my understanding, he has created an offshore account. Listen to this.
We have some news right now. According to Lisa Desjardins at PBS NewsHour, the Trump administration told senators today about Venezuela that they plan on not putting any money raised from sale of Venezuelan oil into U.S. Treasury accounts, instead to put them into so-called offshore accounts that presumably Donald Trump will personally manage, as he announced yesterday. This would be a stunning development. The money that would be raised after selling Venezuelan oil would not go into the U.S. Treasury and not into bank accounts inside the United States Treasury, but rather bank accounts outside the U.S. Treasury. Question remains, why? Sources told her today that they understood these as similarly or decidedly, quote, offshore accounts. So if what the president is saying is that he will personally control this money will not be in an American bank account, potentially over $3 billion if we sell it at market price and we get 50 million barrels of oil. There are a lot of questions that are being raised right now on Capitol Hill. I'll provide you more updates as we get more information. Spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. I'll have more to come soon.
Well, as long as my politicians don't touch that money, I'm fine with it.
Donald Trump just moved $500 million from a Venezuelan oil sale into a bank account in Qatar. The Trump haters are losing their minds, claiming he stole the money for personal gain. As usual, the headlines are outright lies. Here's what actually happened and why it matters. The United States completed its first sale of Venezuelan oil worth about $500 million. That money is being held in accounts controlled by the U.S. government. One of those accounts is in Qatar. Trump also signed a government order protecting that oil money from courts and creditors, so all debt holders can't just seize it. Now, here's the context. For about 100 years since before World War II, the global banking system has been in control. Big banks, big lenders, big finance. They made the rules. They created the debt and they collected the interest. Nations got loans, but it was never a fair deal. And here's how it worked. Banks created money out of nothing, or used trillions in narco money, which Trump cut off by going into Venezuela, by the way. And then they loaned it out, then demanded real assets when the loans were called in. Oil, land, and infrastructure. Greece even lost major monuments and heritage sites this way. So without protection, that $500 million could have been taken by creditors because Venezuela, they obviously have massive debt. And here's the trump card. By holding the oil money under U.S. government control and shielding it from claims, the money no longer flows into the old imperial banking system of the globalists. It moves away from global creditors, away from courts, and into sovereign national control. For decades, banking and creditor networks dictated terms to nations. If you owe debt, they took assets. Some writers call them economic hitmen who push debt and contracts for powerful interests, not national sovereignty. There's a book about it. Now, the U.S. government is saying, not anymore. We control the revenue. We protect it. We decide where it goes. And that's a massive shift. And after the narco money flow was stopped by Trump, another nail in the imperial coffin of the globalists. Whether you love Trump or hate him doesn't even matter, because this changes who controls the money, and that changes who has the power. And yes, this is good for America and Venezuela. Trump shifted control from the old global power brokers back to the sovereign nations. Anyone saying that's a bad thing is either beholden, paid off, or they're flat out lying. That's why this matters. And here's the bottom line for Americans. If we want real national sovereignty, if we want America for the people, by the people, then we must control the money. Now imagine this at a local level. Imagine citizen servant leaders, certified through Take America Back, walking into city halls and school boards and saying, no, that money stays here for our community. That's how real change happens, from the bottom up. And that's why supporting Take America Back matters now more than ever. And that's why local leadership matters. And that's how we break a system that's had us in financial chokehold for over 100 years.
Hey, I'm going to tell you like now, and I'm just using history as an example. With all the things that the SS and the Nazis did in history, okay? Adolf Hitler had a Swiss bank account. And it had millions upon billions of dollars in it. I'm just letting you guys know. I said it before, I said it again. I will continuously say this. Whenever things like this occur, geopolitical tensions rise, war takes place, boundaries change, countries dissolve, new ones get formed, and somewhat dictators rise. I'm not pointing a finger at anybody because I got a lot of heavy stuff today and we'll be able to put the dots together. Okay, so Alex, if you guys are good, any other questions? You have someone who's living this. You can ask him anything right now. Okay? So you have an opportunity. This person is living what's coming to us. So if you have any questions about what you fear might be happening, what we should brace for, anything of that magnitude, he already told you they're in a warm climate, guys. Imagine if you're on the East Coast, or if you're in, like me, I'm in Minnesota, guys. We can't grow anything right now. At least they have mangoes they can pull off a tree.
Right.
Absolutely.
Everybody see what I'm trying to get at. This is not like, okay, I'll just wait for this, it'll blow over. Guys, they have to go down to zero and start over. So that means trucking, farming. As you see, everything has to go to zero and start. It's called the Great Reset for a reason. This is not for play. This is happening. This is true. Yes, Alex, I see your hand is up again.
Yeah, I want to give you some, if nobody else has questions, I do want to give you some final thoughts. The first one is, again, thank you for hearing our voices and for spreading them. And secondly, you guys still have time. It's not only about Trump, but about anyone who wants to kind of be there forever. The very first thing they do, it's the dictator's manual. It's taking away your freedom of speech, your First Amendment. That's the first thing they took from us back in 2002 or something.
I know it's difficult to hear, but it's time to limit the First Amendment in order to protect it and quickly before it's too late.
What do you mean?
I mean that we need to control the platforms, all the social platforms. We need to stack rank the authenticity of every person that expresses themselves online and take control over what they are saying based on that ranking.
The government.
The government should yeah.
The second thing they took from us was actually the Second Amendment. We had our own version of the Second Amendment. I know guns are a complicated thing, but we civilians were left unprotected, and they have, and I'm quoting them, the regime, I mean, they have a monopoly on guns, thus a monopoly on power. So those are the thoughts from a Venezuelan who experienced those two steps. And then, well, again, we had to ask for foreign help to get rid of that guy. And the job is not even done. We still have plenty of challenges to resolve.
Absolutely. My heart goes out to each and every one of you guys. I'm sorry, go ahead, Chuck. What'd you say?
Where is your residence at the moment?
Caracas, Venezuela, the capital.
The capital is the what?
Okay.
Yeah, I actually heard the Blackhawks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This is interesting, guys. All right. So I thank you for your time, Alex. I know it means a lot. It really does. And the fact that you were willing to share means a lot. So I thank you and I value.
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Evelyn.
Thank you, Alex, and please stay in touch. We'd like to know how things are going there.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Firsthand.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
safe.
Guys.
We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
You.
I'll try to join more often. It's just the time differences are a bit difficult, but if I'm
What time is it
available,
there? What time is it there now?
It's almost 9 p.m. So
Okay.
I have to spend some time with my family and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much for stepping in.
Take care, Alex.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
you have a great one, sir. I'll be touching bases with you shortly. I thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so it's those kinds of things, guys. Before we step further in, I just want you to say this matters. This is not like we're just gonna skate through this. Okay, you're hearing from people. I mean, we had Joel on, and they were going. Remember, Haiti went down. I've had him on. He's speaking about what's going on there. And now you have someone who's in a warm climate, and they literally had the ability of being able to pull food off of trees and eat it. What's going to happen to the people on the East Coast?
We don't have any food trees anywhere except California, Florida.
Absolutely. That's why I said that's why I'm stressing, once you get the money, be willing to change your country code if you need to. Okay? It's about survival. That's what it comes down to. And the only person you're responsible for is you. Do what you need to do for yourself, because you can't do anything if you can't even feed yourself. There ain't nothing you can do. Okay? Like I said, if you get to a point, you don't need money if you can grow your own food and you have your own shelter. Think about it. If you have your own place, you have your own land, you can grow your own food, what do you need money for?
Nope. Just save all your seeds now, you guys.
Absolutely. So let's just be smart about the moves we make, guys. This is not about getting rich quick. This is about self-preservation. The world is changing. Okay? So I know I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I just really, really want it to be, I really want us to understand the severity of what's taking place. Okay? Crypto is just giving you the money that you need in order to keep moving or whatever the case. But when it comes down to it, it's about surviving. We'll be digital. This is Holocaust Perspectives, Worldly Financial News Report for the week of January 11, 2026. I'm your host, Everett Day. Be the best you can be in each and every situation. Leave the result as it is, because that's what it is. It's the result. Find a way to raise your vibration so high that the matrix glitches, lights flicker, and stagnant, dormant, and negative energies all transmute just because you stepped into the room. And I'll see each and every one of you at the top. You guys have
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Day.
All right, thanks so much.
Great call.